Hey, welcome, race fans. We're here with Zelda 2 Randomizer MAX RANDO Tournament. We've got a match between bentglasstube and neetch. We'll be starting momentarily, and I'll try to get you update on everything that's happening in this seed. As far as initial loadout is, I do not have the path of either of these guys' victory. I'm sorry I didn't get that up in time. I'll get that information for you before we're too far into this. It looks like bentglasstube in his first match defeated Dr. J PhD in a 4-gemmer. neetch defeated Ryan7 in a 0-gemmer. Gross. Took him 90 minutes to finish that. Let's see. Oh, that was round 2. Round 1 was actually neetch was defeated in a 6-gemmer by Rose City Saint. bentglasstube was defeated by Jay Coper in a 6-gemmer, and that took BGT 2 hours 25 minutes to complete. And round 3, BGT was beaten by Zarnax in what looks to have been a short match, and neetch was defeated by the Alan Heffley in a fairly close one, 110 to 116. It's a 4-gemmer. So yeah, we'll get off and see what we have in front of us with this seed. Oh, Alan. Okay. The fastest thing to do is going to be to start a new room and just set the goal and let him go. I got it. All right. All right. Sorry for the disruption. We had just a problem with SRL IRC, and now we're going to be taking off any moment. BGT going with the name BHT, which is the good BGT, who from Winter Games, and he's decided to play the Turd Tunic for some ungodly reason. And they've started off with 1 heart container. Instantly finding Bagu's hut. Gonna go ahead and get his note to take to the Riverman so they can cross Saria if they need to. Aliens are real. And neither of them's pulled up their menu yet. That's interesting. Oh, BGT survives an axe hit from an orange Dyra. He's just warming up here. How many lives do they start with? 3. Looks like Love Boot, Candle, Cross, 4 gems. It's not too bad. 4 gems is nice considering this 1 container start. BGT picks up Life 2 from killing the Orange Dyra. Locates Palace 2. Just east of Palace 0, a pair of towns, 2 cities. Now neetch is going to do his fight with the Orange Dyra and step on a Mew. Alright, so the first town is Saria. They didn't start with any spells, so there's a spell in here that'll just take him, 45 seconds to pick up. He's checking the hints, BGT, to see if he can get some information from the townspeople. So far, they know nothing. Since there are 2 cities, I expect him to check both, but it's possible, since he has Bagu's note, to pop out the other side of Saria and see where it goes. First thing I think he's going to do is look for the other hint here. He's got to talk to this blob 4 times to get it. Game over for neetch 3 times. No big deal. Just getting warmed up. The thing about a 1 heart container start is when you find the heart container, it feels great because you just doubled your life. Let's see what neetch is inspecting the gem situation. That's just like your opinion, man. Reflect spell for 84 magic points. Not the most amazing spell to get in this situation. Oh, this encounter's nasty with neetch found. Ugh. Alright, what's the other town here? Oh, two towns, 2 spells. I believe this town will also give him 3 hints. Oh, he's passing that lady. Oh, he's going back. She knows nothing. This guy, he knows nothing. I know this guy well from doing any percent runs. If you don't want to reset missing a healer glitch in any percent run, you just go in that guy's house to reset her. So yeah, I've been in his house about 1,000 times. Alright. BGT's heading into Raru's dungeon to get the spell from the sage, while neetch is doing what's in Saria. Let's throw a rave. Is jump for 54. Now that might have some value. He can cast it for 1. I think he can use it to avoid some enemies. Reflect spell is good. He could use it potentially. And little kid knows nothing. He can use reflect spell to block like the red dire axes, which can make life a lot easier. He can also block blue Lizalfos flying clubs, and I think a bigger one even still might be Doom Knockers. Throwing the horizontal club back and forth, and you get into a tight spot. Reflect spell can really save your bacon. And the BGT falls into, look at this, falls into the fairy cave with like a lot of experience, but yeah, not gonna take that chance right now. What do we have here? Parappa Cave. Moreover, we'll come across the south here, heading west. Finds Death Mountain, gonna have a look at a cave. That looks like one of the 2 bridge encounters. Not even gonna look at the other cave anymore. The swamp is path encounter, so it's safe. 3rd town, Mito. He could get downstab. Has he checked his... Yeah, okay, I think right there, BGT might have been checking his upstab, downstab text, and it looks like he didn't start with either of those. Here's another town full of hints. He should... Barba slithers with the heart container. Barba slithers. I'm putting on a 10-second delay. Are you changing on your end? Okay, Magic Cave. I'm at 6:15 on BGTs. Okay, I can go forward 2 seconds at a time here. Alright, so he just died. What about Neetch? What's he doing for you? Exiting the town now. Okay, I'll go 2 more seconds, 3 more seconds ahead. Alright, killing an Aikman in Trophy Cave, right? Alright, great. I think we're about synced up. Sorry about that, folks. So let's see what's happening here. BGT's downstabbing stuff. Oh, look at this. Neetch is the first person to double his maximum health. Feels good, man. Here we see BGT's checking the lady at King's Tomb. She knows nothing. A lot of XP. Was that a 500 bag? Wow. And gets 1, 2, 3. Oh, the rock block cave. Remember that one for later. No hammer right now. And back at Pal 0. Alright, passing Palace 2 again. These players started with the boots, did they not? Let's see if BGT walks across some water here. There he goes. Alright, so Magic Cave now for Neetch. We saw BGT do this, but I did not catch what the item was. I'll try to get you guys that information from Neetch. So BGT's gone east. Looks pretty tame. There's a path, there's a road. Ooh, man, Tac 2's not helping him out a lot. Okay, it was the raft. Got it. The lady in New Kasudo is looking for 5 bars. 4 bars is not enough for her. There's a free spell in here. Big bucks, no whammies. Shield spell for 20. Kind of lukewarm about that spell at this point. Kind of want something that's going to be a little bit more impactful. Yeah, something like Fairy lets you start doing stuff, or Thunder lets you clear a screen if you need to. Yeah, or a spell to save yourself a trip back in. And spell in a situation like right here, if PGT had spell and he could cast it, he could have turned all those into blobs instead of game overing. Yeah, shield's good with 1 heart container. It might let you go from being able to take 0 hits to taking 1 hit, but it doesn't exactly balance out with the amount of magic that BGT has available. He could cast shield 3 times, but, you know, I guess if he doesn't get hit a couple of those times, it's just used as precaution, then it kind of evens out. But Otherwise, if he casts shield once, he gets hit once. Probably won't have any reason to cast shield a second time. Still, it might save him a life. Now we see Neetch here. He's heading to the 2 cities and passing back out. Is he gonna... I wonder if he'll cross Saria and see about getting to the north. BGT's doing the exact same thing? And it looks like BGT's just trailing Neetch by about 5 seconds here, getting through this town. What was that? 3, 5, 10, 7, what? Never seen that before. Alright, so they do get north and find another rock block cave. The boots are handy here to let them get around. Jump cave. Doesn't seem particularly useful, which is usually the case. Another cave, which is looking to be Heart Cave. No? No, it's Parappa Cave. Which they had found before, they just didn't exercise it. And there's that moment where it's like, we just spent, here's Grass Tile though, let's hold on. Okay, now BGT's got his second heart. Palace 0, or Palace 7, located there at the west side of the northern half. Yeah, they both found Parappa Cave earlier, and then now they decided to go all the way across Saria, rather than use that Parappa Cave, I guess. Oh, good XP farm. 13 XP for BGT. What cave is this? Oh, Medicine Cave. Cast Shield! He doesn't have it. BGT will, though, when he gets here. Ooh, BGT takes a death. Full magic bar. BHT, sorry. Oof. So many hits, still. BGT was killed by a Mega Man. Oh, death for Neetch across the bridge, and a game over, but he got what he came to this cave for, at least. He'll just have to go back through Parappa or Saria to get to the north again. Yeah, magic container is what it was. Let's see if BGT can get out of this cave. There's still more to check. Looks like Neetch wants to head into P2 now. It's got a key door right here, yep. So... wonder if this is... oh. If BGT farms up a key from a small drop, I wonder if Neetch has been to that point in this drop table yet. Maybe that's why he's here. If he has one key, he wouldn't want to go through that key door because he wants to use that one key to check, most of all, probably the item. Still, I don't know about even looking for items in a seed like this, besides getting some heart containers. They started with the glove and the boot. Now, I guess there's maybe some chance that they'll need a recorder. Although that's a 4-gem, so oof, seems unlikely. Yeah, it's way back in the early days of Zelda 2 Randomizer, it was possible for Attack 1. Attack 1 in the base game its rating is 2 damage, right? And it was possible for the randomizer to actually set it to 1, and we called those a rusty butter spork or whatever we had a bunch of names for, but the bottom line is that it's terrible to have 1 attack damage. And it was possible for, I think, Attack 2 to roll 2. I'm not sure if that's still possible. I know that Attack 1 can't roll 1 anymore. So it's not as bad as that, but yeah, it's possible that it's only a 2 damage Attack 2. Or it's possible they rolled a lot of HP. Alright, Neetch using the jump spell, and yeah, I mean, you can't have it both ways, though. Just go, yeah. He'll probably want to get that on the way back out. Looks like he's going to see if there's another key or a P bag here. I guess either one wouldn't be that bad at this point. Game over for BGT. He's going to take off, not stay in Palace 2. And looks like BGT is going to, again, use Saria to go to the north and not Parappa Cave. Neetch seems dedicated to this key. And he's going to jump and dig down into it. Nice. That's a way to get around it. You know, vanilla players are pretty adept at getting that key out. And the trick there with the blue iron knuckle blocking it is to jump. Is simply just to jump a little bit and stab, and that makes him drop his shield. But getting over the top of him, that's a very good play. It's not like his magic bar is useful for much else. He can still cast shield. Bouncing over the heads, getting away from him. Good job. BGT's he starts into the jump cave and realizes, wait, I don't want to be here. So this will be the town of Ruto. And I don't believe he has a trophy. So he might go in and get some hints. Well, oh, another game over. And that P bag, I don't know if that's necessarily even a 500 bag. Could really stand to get attack 3. I think that would be a huge boon right now. Look like he's gonna pop through that door. Horsehead neighs with the trophy. So BGT knows the trophy's in P1, and he'll probably want to get that, considering he's already checked 3 spells. He doesn't have Fairy or Thunder yet. Nor does he have Life, which might, you know, it's like he has some spells that aren't particularly useful. He's got a 4-gem seed here, so there's no specific need for Reflect, although now that he has Reflect, he may exercise using it and skip P5 and 6 if possible. But yeah, he's going to want some more spells, and not a lot of free ones left. Neetch playing it nice and slow, pushing back the Doom Rattler. They're a nasty enemy to have in that breakable bridge room. Chocolate Palace for BGT. It's 3 or 6. Now, he's already seen one of those 2 rooms and it has a key door in it, so now he's, you know, it's like a 25. It's not knowable for sure if it's 3 or 6, but it's a higher chance that it's 6. BGT's not going to want to dig into a 6 yet. Certainly doesn't want to spend his keys to do it. He's got bigger fish. He still wants to get the fairy spell probably, or magic key. Anytime you have Chewies around open lava, look out. Alright, big wide open area for Death Mountain. Yeah, getting out though. Say, what is it? Probably a couple minutes from now, Beach T is gonna up an A and head back over to the Eastern Continent, right? We've seen P2, P3 or 6, and P7 over here on the west. Yeah, and now we're seeing on Neetch's side the danger of Chewie in the Bob room. And this guy, and this is a real bad spot right here. Going up into this guy. Now he's not likely to back up. Yeah. It's a good effort. Well, the thing is, Beach D hasn't been to the trophy cave yet. Let's have a look at his tracker here. Yeah, he hasn't found Heart Cave on his tracker. He doesn't have Heart Cave, Trophy Cave, and P-Bag Cave blocked, but we've seen Neetch go into Trophy Cave, and that's where Neetch's Heart Container came from. That he has, Beach D doesn't. So the two block caves are Trophy, Heart Container and P-Bag Cave, because we don't know what's in them anymore, but looks like Beach D's trying to grind a little bit on some red Dairas and game overs. Having very low attack, really, it does make it a lot more difficult to even just get experience. And this is funny, you know what we just noticed here is Beach D just started this life, he ran into that orange Daira, and he took the same amount of damage from that orange Daira that he did at life 1, the first time he hit it. The life levels have done nothing to improve his survivability against that particular enemy offense tier. There are different enemy offense tiers, and the other ones may have been helped, but that one was not. Of course, that one started off good. He survived an orange Daira hit with 1 bar. It did about 14 HP. And it still appears to be doing about that much. So back in the east. Coconut would definitely kill him. Nice knees, doesn't look like there are any blue mows in that. Of course, he has a cross, so nothing to worry about. And first fight with Helmet Head. Game over for Neetch. Back in there. They both really could use attack 3 at the very least right now. The first person who manages to actually focus on that is going to be a much happier person in the long run, I think. Beach T and P-Bag Cave, Heart Container. If he'd found Trophy Cave, he'd be at 4, but he's sitting there at 3. Nevertheless, it's improved his HP by 50%. Now, I'd say that they both kind of spun their wheels for a little bit. For a little while back, Beach T had definitely cleared more stuff, and yeah, Neetch hasn't been to the east yet, but Beach T so far in the east has found just a spell and a Heart Container. Alright, rematch with Helmet Head. Gotta wait out those shots from the Helmet Head actual main head. They come at a consistent pace. There's one. Here comes another. They do a lot of damage. Our BGT has walked over some water, found a couple caves. Got Bod Cave number 1, Passage Cave. I didn't catch what the other was. Might make a note of those in case you can't get somewhere. Or what's this cave? He's going back into it. It looks like this is Bod 2 Cave, which is just 1 cave long. All right, using jump and down stab to get away. You're not going to get hit by the heavy damage fireballs from Helmet Head if you're way above him. The heads that come from the flying helmets are fireballs come from are much weaker. So he survives. He gets his first gem in out of 4 needed. And that'll get him attack 3. Let's see if that makes a difference. Now, BGT might find a nice juicy P bag here. Get him attack 3. Oh man, look at this. They're getting it. Come on, BGT. What are you even going by cancel for? Alright, they get attack 3. Within seconds of each other. Looks like BGT's found the Naburu Pass here. I'm gonna have a look. Alright, back to North Palace for BGT. What's the plan here? P2? Nope. And we have Neetch is going back north again. Oh, we got a bolt time encounter. BC not tempted by all that experience that could have been. Right. Getting out of the graveyard. No more of those encounters, please. Looks like Neetch is going to have a little look in Death Mountain. It might be his first time finding this cave, so we might be doing the traditional check all the caves in the first section in Vale. Maybe we'll find out here soon enough. BGT's entering this encounter again. Looks like he's actually interested in getting what's out of it. The 1-up. Alright, heading for the exit. Right? No. Oh no, he's passed through a cave now, hasn't he? Or was this section that big? It was. Wonder if he gets himself baited into a full Death Mountain here. I'm just gonna check this first section, and the first section ends up being, you know, 8 or 9 caves. Like, well, why stop now? Did he seriously get 3 XP for a red eye? BGT having some menu contemplation time. Use that water for safety. Yummy encounter. Ooh! He tried to bounce over the coconut, didn't get enough height, and yeah, came out of his iframes inside the hitbox. Let's see, what cave is this? It's the Bonner Pass, okay. Honestly, item-wise, I couldn't say what they're looking for. There's no proof that they need anything else, but other than what they have, besides what they want for survival purposes. I guess they could be looking for. I mean, at this point, it's like you're looking for anything. You're looking for P bags to get these levels. Looking for containers to improve your survivability. They do need to find some spell items probably in order to get Fairy and Thunder. Here's the medicine. We know where Mito is. That's something for him to check later, but he hasn't found Naburu yet. Free spell, hasn't found Old Kasuda yet, the other free spell. And then it's off to the towns where you have items that are required for the spells. I'm around. Jump cave for neetch. Yeah, looking like he wants to farm. Did he just screen wrap damage? What the heck was that? That guy. Oh no, it's just two guys stacked on top of each other. I see. Yeah, they need a key or a fairy to make steady progress. Now, we've seen at least BGD got one key so far, killing small enemies. But the reason that fairy is what I mentioned most of all is because there might also be a need to have the fairy spell. With 4 gems, it's not so bad. The 2 palaces that are most likely to require fairy are 5 and 6, and BGD can afford to skip both of those. He's in P4 right now. He has a reflect spell. He can afford to cast it. But P4 is also known for having many key doors. Here we go. Got an item room right at the beginning of 4. He's going to go ahead and use his key on it that he has. And 500 experience. Life 5. Looks like neetch hasn't found this palace before, so P7, there he goes. BGT is going to have to leave this place. Jumps 26, reflects 24, shields 10, so the spell prices are good. But yeah, he's... Now we have shuffle encounters, hopefully. Ooh, nasty. Gets pushed right into the lava. Alright, what's the plan here, guy? Yeah, just do the same thing and hope it works out. 1-up drop. And killed by a blue moa. Alright, gonna go get a bat. Right, going left and escaping. We should be able to get into the palace. P5, gross. Yeah, you have 4 gems, guy. Yeah. Nope, no thank you. Do an encounter skip here. Play a little game with coconuts. Oh my god, there are 3 coconuts here. Going the other way. Oh yeah, grind that. 30 XP. Neetch. Yeah, neetch wants this level. He's gonna grind on this Iron Knuckle at the beginning of Palace 3 or 6. 50 XP. This seed's, it's got a few things going on in it. A lot of enemies have rolled low XP values. They're having a hard time getting these level ups. Now, thankfully, Attack 4 is under the normal price. Dude, accidental VOD skips are the best. Alright, why is this guy locked in the basement? They did not want to... Is that fire? Life. They did not want his secret to the life spell being out in the open. What town is this? Ah, Denver. High City 0 is... Oh, there is a hint on the wall there. Nice. Alright, let's see. BGT going for... Yeah, do it. Do the super jump. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's going the long way. 4. That counts. So, Neetch's the first person to press up, you idiot, to learn up thrust. Alright, so BGT learns up thrust. And Neetch is here in the basement. Oh, the hammer. Nice. I don't know how nice, but it is blocking 3 item locations. And we know that every single item location in this seed is going to be an actual item because they started with 1 heart. So the three P-bag caves are now hearts as well. So, you know, they've got a couple rock blocks to check in the west, and the Death Mountain rock, neither of them I think has even seen yet, and they probably won't need the items from them, but it would be some easy heart containers probably. So finally, Neetch is going to pick up this shield spell. I think that Neetch would have liked to have that shield spell when he fought Helmet Head. And BGT, I guess, what did we see? That was actually, wasn't the... What was the item that BGT got from that water tile? Was it the medicine? Oh, blue guy right at the end of the encounter. Gets him. And BGT's flashing corpse screen, Link was bobbing up and down, it looked like. That was weird. Where is Maze Island? I mean, have we not seen the bridge yet? Seems like a high value target. That's the second time BGT's jumped into a coconut and died. I think that the coconuts are prevented from going any lower than they do on that particular screen, at least. If you don't jump, they won't run into you, but of course there are other things on the screen to look out for. BG, you know, that's a real heartbreaker sometimes. When I play Zelda 2, I really want to just fight everything, but when even a blue spider is taking too much of my time, that gets me down, man. I really want to just kill a lot of stuff, and it doesn't want to die, and then so I'm not killing it, and I'm not getting XP, and I'm not getting attack levels, so it's a vicious cycle. But BGT finds a magic container in the coconut cave. Neetch is headed back to start. Are we going to see him? Alright, here we go. He's actually gone around and he's going to enter P-Bag Cave. My money's on Heart Container, but there are plenty of items out there. Could be a recorder. Could be a key. But it's the kid. That might be important. Be a heck of a Path of the Fairy spell, wouldn't it? Not really. Not really. Just need 1 magic container and to go to New Kasuda. That could have been done by now. Alright, using the boots in Maze Island to get around easily. Well, you gotta go through it, you gotta go a different way. But there's a big river there to cut through. Alright, BGT's leaving a little chunk up there. Let's keep track of that as we go. There he goes. He's picked it up. Looking for the woo. Nope. Not there. Always close to the palace, aren't they? Drop behind the encounter. I think there's like a couple. There's like one square in between two encounters, maybe that he could. It could be there. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit there that he hadn't touched. Now we've got the cave that originally has the kid. Oh, annoying botnet and oh, the magic key. Nice. It's actually a really good find right now. He doesn't have to hurry and look for the fairy. In fact, it's possible beats the whole scene without fairy. Even with fairy, something like Palace 4 could be very annoying. So it's a good item. You don't have to worry about routing out magic anymore for just for getting through keys. Let's see what palace we have here. P1, easy game. No brainer. Checking it out. We know. Did we get a hint that Horsehead did some earlier? I think so. Something not too important, I thought. Sitting on. Oh, is the trophy? Well, that might be. That's right. That's right. We might need that trophy. BGT is only 307 experience, 303 experience, 2 experience away from the attack 4. That helps. And Neetch has taken life 5, and I want to point out that both of our runners took life 5 at 830 XP. They were 30 XP away from getting attack 4 instead. That's that's a tough one, right? If they're really thinking about, let's say that those are practically equal, 830 and 860, and you're taking life 5 before attack 4, and attack 3 is terrible. Man, that really says something about how much you're tired of game overing as well, right? Good God, can we just stop dying already? Thing is that attack levels, you know, they're randomized up and down by about 50%. Attack 3's base value is 4, means it could probably be anywhere between 2 and 6 damage. Attack 4 is 6, so it could be anywhere between 3 and 9. You know, it could potentially be going from like 3 to, you know, and like realistically, anything from like 3 to 6 or 7 or something like that. Could also be a really bad attack 4 could also be bad, but eventually one of these levels is likely to roll higher than like the original value. And when it does, that's going to be a big increase in damage. BHD heading left at the top of the elevator. Looking for that item. Not here. Bullet time encounter, slow-mo. Jumping at the edge of the screen. Probably a good idea. Might avoid some screen wrap damage and knocks you away from the edge and kills you. That'll happen. Well, the way it works is every single level is, it re-rolls, like the randomizer re-rolls what the value will be for that level based on 50% of the original, and the original tiering is, for damages, you know, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, 24. So it'll, you know, randomize every one of those values individually, up or down 50%, and then it'll prevent any level up from being worse than the previous, so that you can't go down when you level up. So if that happens, it just evens it with the previous level. So let's say you were attack 3, the range is 2 to 6. If you were 6, you can't level up to 4 and go down to 5. Oh, nice job. Neetch just crosses through that. I think maybe BHD did the same thing earlier. But crossing through that Wilson fence at the intersection there lets him clip onto a mountain barrier and just walk over to a cave. Of course, it didn't make much of a difference because they could have just water walked over there, but still, it's funny. And BHD picks up the trophy out of P1. And he has attack 4. Let's see if that's making a difference here. See how fast Horsehead goes down. Attack 4, what do you expect to see Horsehead go down at something like 6 hits? I think 6 hits would be normal, and Horsehead might start with a little more or less than normal HP. Yeah, the key was on Maze Island, I think. Oh, and here we go. Neetch is, I don't know if we've seen BGT. BGT hasn't got that heart container yet. Alright, so let's see. 5-bar start. Let's see how many hits today. 3 hits? 1. I don't know. He downstab grinded that, so it could have been 3 or 4. What are we looking at for BGT? Life? Magic 5? Yeah, Magic 5. Right now, the spell costs are kind of good. BGT is about to run into the heart container that Neetch just found. Right? Where is that sucker? Yeah, or right before, but it's P1. There it goes. There's that heart container. Alright, BGT up to 4 hearts. BGT is missing the heart in Trophy Cave still, I believe. Yep. That is the heart that Neetch has that BGT does not. Oh, Blue's Alpha's fight. Get him! Oh. Use shield spell to reduce damage. Oh, he's skipping the fight. River Devil doing his job. And BG does not have any musical instruments that at least that the River Devil cares to hear. I'm sure that Link has armpits and a hand, but that doesn't seem to impress the River Devil very much. Alright, so Neetch is picking up keys. I think he should be able to clear this place out. BGT's very committed to that encounter skip. And the funny thing is he has to go through this, if he wants to get to this area he's heading toward, he can't use that golden path because the intersection has a Wilson fence on it. He would actually have to bait an encounter onto the Wilson encounter, do an old school encounter skip, so that he would be stuck on the intersection and be able to turn left. Otherwise, yeah, he's got to go through that Darunia Pass. The helmet head sprite is apparently busted or something. Oh, BGT going into the lady's house. He's gonna find this hammer. So, hammer for BGT just means like, oh, it's trying to pull him back to the west, and he might go ahead and do it. He's full of items. Look at this. He has everything except the flute, item-wise. He has a medicine he hasn't turned in yet, a trophy he hasn't turned in, both in the west. See here, gonna clip across this. Is BGT just trying to embarrass Dig Shake a little bit before he heads back west? Let's find out. Yeah, we could use the we could light up all of the bosses and then click them to make them disappear. He's got some unfinished business over here, apparently. I think he might be going to finish up Palace 4, which is a good move here. So what has he got? He's got P1 down. He's got P2 and 3 or 6 in the west, next to P7. If he gets all those knocked out, he'll be ready to go into P7. And he has the magic key for 4 and the reflect spell, so I think, yeah, that's a good play. He's gonna hit this up real quick. Probably go back west, check his rock caves, check out what his check his spells, and then check the rock caves and go from there. Neetch here in P1. Almost to a level up. That'll be nice to get before he gets to helmet or horse head. But he doesn't want to die for it. He's gonna skip it. He lost a lot of XP. That guy was stealing a ton. Get a little bit on this side, he might be able to get enough. Oh man, he can respawn that Mew. The Mew has XP if he really, really wants to. BHD having a little trouble on that crumble bridge. Nice. Nice kill for Neetch. Making it look easy, and Helmet Head has enough XP. Horsehead, jeez. So Neetch is gonna get out of here with attack 4, magic 5, life 6, I would expect. Buckethead. Yo, anybody here full cleared Jordan on Guitar Hero 2? Guitar Hero 2, The Adventure of Buckethead. Oh, there's a website. It's like Score Hero, where people can, you know, input their best scores on Guitar Hero games, the series. And is the Zelda on there the same Zelda from Link to the Past speedruns? Because there's a Zelda on there who owns Guitar Hero. All right, now we got Neetch picking up that magical key and thing. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't catch any expressions about the magical key find. Could have saved him a little time to get that magic key first, but not a big deal. 100% Jordan first try, easy game. Alright, so Neetch finds the River Devil doing his job. He's gonna hit to the and that's a double Wilson as well. Oh, wait, well, I'm confused. If that's a double Wilson fence, if you go forward through the top one, from the top, you should end up on the square and be able to go left at the intersection. Of course, that's very annoying. So, Karok fight. Ooh, in the corner. Run out of life. Gonna heal up all the way. 500 XP bag for Neetch, but he's getting to that point now where he's gonna need a few of those to level up. Right, so that is the second gem in for BGT. We're expecting him now to up an A and head back. He might go into P5. He might favor having a peek in P5 instead of taking a chance on that P3 or 6. I could see that. Well, the observation we made earlier with Palace 3 or 6 was that the first elevator was a locked door, and that does slightly favor it being P6. Or at least it seems like it should, but I think in reality, I can't say that I've ever put together stats that have ever really supported that it's that indicative. Oh, here he goes. He's out of there. Well, he's game overed on that VOD skip in any case. Now, P2. Alright, so this was the expected play. BGT going to P2 after 4, and then he can head north. Take out P3 or 6 after he's checked out Rudo and Mito. Meanwhile, we'll have Neetch picking up the life spell from Naburu. Oh, BGT walks right under a jumping Doom Rattler. Baby Gooma. Chewy. What are some other nicknames for the red guy who throws hammers in an arc? Get wrecked. Yeah, the Opus. Anybody who knows Opus knows that he's a younger person. He's in his 20s, and he got maybe like Medicine Cave on the Z2 on the dance pad, and he was exhausted. That was a great stream, though. Yeah, so good luck to anybody who wants to play Z2 on anything at all. What spell did Neetch just pick up? I'm like, I looked at that list forever and I knew which one to look at and I still couldn't figure it out. What's my... Was it fairy? Nice. We gotta pause from VGT for a moment. Yeah, that fairy spell, you might not really need it to beat the game. They are handy, they're lifesavers, is sometimes a P7, but we've got BGT heading to Rudo, and so now we know that BGT has the stuff to get the Thunder spell, right? Is he passing it up? Is that not Rudo? Also, I don't know if Thunderbird's necessarily required in these flags either, so Thunder is not... it's not a necessity yet. Yeah, GP's on the west. BGT's entering panels 3 or 6. We don't know which it is yet. But from here, he can head west and a little bit south, and he'll find P7. He's found it. He knows where it is. We should know from this room which it is, and it's P3. You know, first, it doesn't help to speculate based on a first room key door. Alright, BGT's no, he got the match key, you can go right. Neetch going over that crumble bridge, having a nice easy time of it. Dead end, turn it around, take another pass through the crumble bridge. Double keys in the floor, doesn't need them. If I had to guess how the Miracle Piano's set up, you could press left and right at the same time. I would assume that the NES's input maps are there's up, left, down, right, select, start, BA, and I don't know if the Miracle Piano has other things, but yeah. You could definitely press left and right. It'd be as easy as doing it on a keyboard. And since it's hardware, there's no way to remap the buttons or disable left plus right. Computer keyboard are legal, but you're talking about using an emulator, and the emulator programs by default don't allow left plus right input. Whereas if you're talking about using something on the hardware, something you plugged into the NES, you don't have that capability to block it from receiving left plus right input. Wow. I should look this up. These guys are clearing through these palaces. We've seen BGT. He's cleared out P4 recently, and now he's in P3. This will be his 4th and final gem placement. He probably by now knows the correct path to the boss. Not too bad of a Karok fight, didn't waste too much of his time. The XP here, looks like it's probably for, I don't know if it's for Magic 6 or Life 7. Actually, you know what, I don't remember at this point if we saw BGT finish Palace 2. I don't know why he wouldn't have. all the way back to the first elevator, which he almost went up and then turned around. Well, that makes 3 gems apiece so far. So, I don't know, did we ever even see the palace that must have been 6? I would guess that if we haven't, it's in the north section of the East Continent? Yeah, BGT's in... Oh yeah, he's used the Reflect spell to block these hammers. We talked about this way in the beginning of this seed when the first spell they picked up was Reflect. You get in a tight situation like that, Reflect spell can save your bacon, and there, BGT's on his last life. He has 3 bars of health. He has enough magic to cast Shield for Rebanak. But he might also have enough for a life, and the life spell refills quite a bit. Yeah, it's one or the other. And he goes with Shield. Good call. Nice and quick. So BGT also will get the experience for Magic 6 before he heads into the Grand Palace. Or not. I guess he's going to be heading in without Fairy, without Thunder. Testing his luck, but he does have the jump spell, and he does have Shield. And life, so survival's not a question, maneuverability's not a question so much. Fairy is good for avoiding deaths. He's going to walk right by a rock, which as far as he knows could have a heart container behind it. But one possibility that's on the table is like being able to do a ceiling walk. Eco-Ra, or whatever you want to call it. Could help him skip the thunder, a needed thunder spell. That's still available. That's still a possibility. Yo, I like this rich chocolate brown that Neetch's display is showing here. BGT's is a little different. Okay, looks like there will not be skipping T-Bird. Well, has he gone left here? Think about it. Yes, is that, huh? Oh, options. Very interesting. Yeah, let's keep looking left and see how far that goes. Get them information. Oh, a 1-up, yeah. Leave it. He's gonna leave that on the floor until later. He might decide that that's useful, but right now he's on an exploration trip, and I think that he doesn't expect it. This is the best time to pick that up. Alright, he drops into a 2-way again, so he's on his last life as well. He didn't up an A when he came in here. He also has up and down stab. That's an important thing to note, I guess. Neetch unfortunately is taking the same path BGT did. He didn't go up the first elevator, he went right, which is perfectly reasonable. But that's going to make him find every annoying dead end in this place and has to go through these terrible rooms. He's going to check this item out, maybe? Likely a container of some sort. Oh, oh no, BGT got this too. He got the flute. Never mind. But too busy talking about Miracle Piano when BGT got the flute. Alright, so BGT's dreams of Thunderless Seed aren't dead yet. This is a tough room, though. Cast Shield. Nice kill. This one won't be quite as easy. Why don't you... Yeah, he's going to try to bait him out. Nice. Did a couple hits there. He's going to try to escape through this, and he's through. Oh, but that guy just cleaned up. And we got another one, but he can stab this guy in the feet. Oh, he's going to go with jump and go over it instead. Nice bullet time here. Don't touch the elevator. You'll walk right into it. Got a hook room. Well, right over the shield. Rebanak fight coming up for Neetch. Oh! BGT finds Dark Link. Starting to run out of option. Two fights going on here. This Reba fight, so he's got him right in the corner. BGT's doing safe corner strats here. It's nothing too crazy about that, but Rebanak's down for Neetch. BGT just needs to get 4 more hits there. Sitting back, get the corner hit. Not a particularly difficult fight. You can just mash B if you want. And there he goes. GG, BGT, BGGT, GGBTG. Good game. Official time for BGT is 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 25 seconds. Neetch picks up Magic 7. Right on the square before entering the Great Palace. So, let's see what Neetch does here. You know, we didn't, I don't think we saw BGT go left at that fairy room either, so that was still a possibility as well. And he hadn't dropped down Eon either. There's kind of a lot left in the open still, maybe. Or maybe he did drop. No, he did have drop down Eon. Left of that was the 1-up. Never mind that. But, so, yeah. Since Neetch found the Thunder Spell, he's going to go ahead and use it to fight T-Bird. Getting high, getting crazy up in there where the fireballs come from. He cannot take another hit. Nice fighting, though. Oof, that fireball. How much magic do we have here? He has 80 magic to work with. Thunder is 66. And it looks like he's a jump guy, which means he can only take 1 hit here. If he were a no-jump fighter, he might be able to... He'd be able to cast Shield, probably save himself. Be able to take 1 more hit. Alright, in Rage Phase. Ooh! Oh, he did take it. He got 2 hits taken. That's not bad. Nice life effectiveness. Wow. Well, the thing about fighting Thunderbird is if you're not practiced doing it without the jump spell, it's more difficult. But here he goes. He's going to use Shield this time, which means he can actually take he can afford to take 4 hits before and still be alive. So when you're in this mode, you gotta bait Thunderbird to come low across the center so you can actually get to the head. This is my preferred way of fighting him. You can actually get quite a few hits in. Either by doing double air stabs or by doing some rising down stab with a little bit of B-mash. You can get a bunch of extra hits in. It really is only limited by your ability to time the down and B presses. Alright. Game over. Well, he could go back in for this fight. Or he could try to go another way. looks like he's gonna do just that. He's gonna go left in this Fairy Lava. Nasty, nasty combination. Pulls up the menu too late. Fairy wasn't gonna save him at that point. Yeah, he's got a spicy chicken in there with a couple other things. Take this left. This is actually the way he needs to go. It's convenient. Oh, a 1-up. Oh, nope. What is the 1-up gonna prompt him to take on Thunderbird again? Alright. Yeah. Me, I'd be doing it just because I like fighting T-Bird. I'm like, oh man. I'd delude myself into believing it because I just wanted to fight T-Bird that badly. I played this dang rando, I'm gonna do the fun part and do fight T-Bird. I do have to say that I think that the Magic 7 wasn't the best choice. I doubt that it has changed any of the facts of this fight over Magic 6. He probably has the same number of spells available to Thunder and either Jump or Shield. And that level instead could have been Attack 6 or Life 7 if he worked on a little bit. I think Attack 6 would have been really nice to have here. All those levels were under 3,000. I'm not sure if this 2960 that's on the HUD now is the Attack or the Life level. But I think it was the Attack level. Yeah, that's the thing, man. One more magic container does make a difference when it comes to T-Bird. In most cases where you got a spell cost on Thunder, it's in the 60-something. You're not usually able to cast 3 spells with a Thunder cost like that in 80 MP. In fact, I'd say that's extremely rare because spells don't tend to go under 8. jump location will like go to 7 or something. Here we go. So he's back on shield strats. Got the pendulum going a little bit. It's a little bit late. Dropping here. Gotta work him. Gotta stand. Let him bob back and forth at some point to keep the pendulum. Rogue Fireball. Manages to get around it. Jump doesn't necessarily make it easier to avoid fireballs either, because you have so much vertical acceleration it's hard to maneuver sometimes. Considering these fireballs are mostly moving up and down. Last thing you really want to be doing is also moving up faster into their path. They're dropping at a steady interval, and you want to usually jump between them horizontally. Yeah, for Thunder to get to 44 MP, you have to have Magic 8, I believe, because again, the Thunder spell, the spells are rolled, they're dropped by 50% at most, or increased by 50%. Thunder really ends up low side a lot because of the way Dig Shakes avoided Thunder Flow. So yeah, the base cost being 64, it could go down probably to 32 and as high as 96 at 8, but because Magic 7 Thunder cost is 100, that range should be 50 to 128. Of course, we probably never see 128 at Magic 7. All right, Neetch is throwing in the towel. Good game to Neetch. The key was not Thunderbird. He actually just needed to go a different direction. But that's how it goes. Here we have an official time, BGT of 112.25 to the forfeit of Neetch. I think that puts BGT at what? 2-2? And Neetch at 1-3? This round this is the 4th round of Swiss. It was just started, set off last night by Alan Hepley versus Zarnax, which was a not too bad of a match. Looks like an hour 53 to an hour, well, an hour 0 minutes 53 seconds to an hour 5:57. And we're going to see if these guys want to pop in here and chat about it for a moment. We have BGT, our winner, in the channel now. Good game.
There we go. Now you can hear.
Yeah. All right.
Push to talk. Hey, what's up?
Oh, not much. Good game. Tell us about it.
There was an awesome encounter in East Hyrule, the fence encounter through the mountains. Like, I wanted to do it more times than 3, but chat was getting a little tired of me doing that encounter.
Oh man, I thought you were up to something there with that. Now, it went through the mountain if you entered it from the left side. But was it a double Wilson fence? Were they like two on top of each other?
I only ever tried to go through it, from the left.
Oh, okay. I think the last time I saw Neetch enter that area, he went in from above, and there was an encounter above that square as well.
That's amazing.
We'd have to check the tape to be sure, but I'm fairly certain that's what I saw.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Well, it's funny because you went back through the Darunia Pass when you were trying to go left from that spot, and I was saying that because that fence encounter is on the intersection, you couldn't actually go into it and then go left unless you baited an enemy encounter on top of it. But actually, I think that you had to go through one to land on top of the other and then go left to avoid the Darunia Pass. But
oh yeah, that would have been nuts if it was a double. Like, what a setup to get through there.
Right? And then
that
you can't go
Darunia
back
pass
the other
was
way.
annoying.
Yeah, I know, because that's why I was thinking about it, is because you were actually taking a little bit of time, the Darunia Pass, just getting through, trying to encounter skip it.
Yeah, like normally I would just fairy feet through those, but I never did find fairy.
Yeah, you entered the Grand Palace with really, I wouldn't say the bare minimum, because shield and life and jump are really nice for survival there, but no fairy, no thunder.
I was definitely missing some things, and like seeing Thunderbird 2 rooms in, I was like, "Welp." But I decided to stick around and see what else I could find, and I guess that worked out for me.
Yeah, there was a couple of welt moments because we were looking at that, and Neetch had the thunder spell. The thunder spell came from Rudo. You had the trophy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
actually
had the
intended to
trophy.
go get check Rudo before going to Great Palace and forgot.
And then Fairy was in Darunia.
Oh, okay, and I don't think I ever found the kid.
Yeah,
He
the
was in the
kid
Hammer
was
Cave, I guess, somewhere.
Yeah, that rock block cave right by P7. Like you passed through it on your final trip to P7. It was in that cave.
Oh, so that's a time sink for sure.
Yeah.
Like get the hammer from Magic Container Lady and then go there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure. But it was like, oh man, it's gonna be able to do it. So that was kept finding little dead ends, and finally, yeah, just walk right into Darklink's room.
Yeah, it was funny because like I was arguing with somebody in my chat about why I didn't pick the one up when I found it in GP, and then stumbled into Darklink's room and proved my point that it didn't matter. I didn't need that one up after all.
I also said that you didn't need that one up just then, but it was completely different reasoning, because I just figured you might need it later once you find out like it's a really difficult path. You would want it.
See, that was my exact argument. I hope that my chat is listening to what you're saying here. I think I turned the sound on. That was my exact argument, is that I don't need it right now. I should have up 8 when I got to GP. Like that would have been a smart decision, but I didn't need the one up right then.
Yeah, and that's what I found out after you dropped through the Eon drop, and then you pulled up your menu momentarily and you had 0 lives, and I'm like, why the hell didn't he up A? It's a good thing he didn't take a 1 up. That'd have been really stupid. Oh man. But yeah, you got through some tough rooms on the way to Darklink too. That was some tight stuff. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Push to talk wasn't working. Sorry.
Okay.
That chicken and waffle room was pretty annoying, and Thunder would have been handy there.
Yeah, that was a cool room. Yeah, but I don't want to keep you from your Zelda 1 rando challenge you have coming up.
Yeah, somebody is throwing the gauntlet, as it were. Somebody
whose name is barely crossed out.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere. Yeah, so good game. Is this the last round of Swiss?
Yeah, I think it is.
Nice. So you go 2-2 in this?
Yeah, I think that gets me into the brackets too. I'm not sure. I join tournaments and then ignore them until it's time to do my races.
That sounds like a solid strat.
It works half the time, as evidenced by my 2-2 record.
Nice. Well, right. So thanks for coming in. BHT is doing next up. He's been challenged by some guy in his chat to beat a Z1R seed in under 2 hours.
2 hours, 5 minutes, and 4 seconds.
Oh, that's what you have to do?
Yeah, because that's the first time I raced was Z1R, and that's the time I got. So
yeah,
I guess this guy thinks that I'm worse at Z1R now than I was then.
What were the flags on that seed, and what will the flags be on this seed?
I don't know. I didn't look at the flags, and I'm not gonna look at them this time either. Like it's just it's whatever. I think he made some flags that are similar in the latest beta. And then we'll see.
Nice. All right. Well, everybody at in the Randomania, thanks for watching. Follow our runners, bentglasstube and neetch11. Thanks, Schmitty, for doing the restream and the tracking. We're out.